88.1 The Burg, your music central. You're in the backyard burn with your boy Shane Dog Peterson and Mr. Noah Annette. Noah, one more week to rule them all, buddy. How are you doing this lovely Tuesday?
So it's like finals are ramping up right now, and I got this one assignment. It's kind of a bugaboo that I got to finish tonight, which will be fine. I'll get it done. I've been kind of plugging away at it, but also like there's been other stuff that I've like been doing too. So it's just a homework day. Homework night rather is how I'd put it. Like day and night, just a whole big lot of work to do, but we'll get her done.
Day and night, just like the hit song from Kid Cudi. Ooh, ooh. Sorry, I don't know why I had to bring that up. I love that song now. Today's been a weird one for me. I've been back in California, and not all of you could see this, but I've got my beach background going on. I've got my shades on, and I'm trying to make it feel like I'm in a nice, beachy place, because it is ridiculously hot here today. It got to 103 degrees today, and I was working outside, and I'm not ready for summer. I wasn't ready for winter to end, and I'm not ready for summer to end.
Shane, this is just your excuse. You just want to try to get into the costumes and the themes and wear the cool hats, so you decided to make it a beach for yourself. That's really what's going on here, Shane.
Actually, I feel like a hot pile of garbage, and I'm hot and tired, and you can't see this right now, but I have a miniature air cooler. You hear that? Yeah. I have a mini
I don't hear that.
Yeah, there's a miniature air cooler.
Okay.
I just put my microphone right up next to it. This thing is directed directly at my face. I'm dying. I'm overheating. I feel like I'm losing my mind, Noah. But you know what? There are some good things that have been out in the news. You were mentioning earlier to me that it looks like we have some hard set dates for the world of sports.
Kind of. They're very, very out there dates, I would say. So apparently the end of this month they're supposed to resume NBA practices, and then at the end of then they're going to give them a month to like prepare, and then by the end of next month they're supposed to start the season back up. But that doesn't mean like, oh, we're just going to have like the full rest of the season. There's a talk that it might just be the playoff teams finish off a tournament or something like that. But it's kind of a wait and see scenario. And a lot of players are just up in speculation with it, as usual.
Well, I think that, I love basketball. So any basketball that's going to be back on TV, I'm with it. But if you're doing 1 through 16? For the
1 through 16. So like it'll be the top 16 teams. So like if you're that, you should just be happy already,
Yeah, well, I'm not happy, because that means my Sacramento Kings are just going to be done. And when the season ended, they were on a hot streak.
The Sacramento Kings are not going to win the NBA title. It doesn't even matter, Shane. Just give them like 3 more years, and you might get a shot. You got a lot of youth there.
I'm going to stand by my team and my love for the city of Sacramento, and I am going to fight for the Kings, and I will hold it down till the underground for the Sacramento Kings, even though they're awful. Yeah, they definitely – I don't even think they have 3 years, dude. We're never going to win.
You're never going to win?
That's the truth. Yeah, probably not. We're probably never going to win an NBA championship. I don't see it.
I think that your draft pick of who's the guy from Duke that you got? Your power forward, Marvin Bagley. I think that was an ill-advised pickup. There were some better options there, but at the time it seemed like the right decision.
Yeah, it seemed like a pretty good decision at the time. I mean, we've had bad decisions in the past before as well, too. But, that's what you get with the Sacramento Kings. Nothing but a big old snake-bitten franchise that just gets to stand on the sidelines and watch everybody else play. They're like the last picked kid in the game of pickup basketball at the schoolyard.
At least your franchise didn't get moved to Oklahoma.
Oh,
Oh my
Oklahoma.
goodness. That it does it, so like if the Sonics got moved to Vegas or like an actual place that would be somewhere that's really profitable, I don't think I would be as mad. I would still be mad, but I wouldn't be as mad. But to Oklahoma, I'm still just burnt out about this. Like, it's like the worst place to put a franchise is Oklahoma. It might just be my opinion. Also, maybe because they burnt a lot of bridges here and lied to the city of Seattle that they were going to keep the team here. But, that's fine. You can have your team in Oklahoma, but quit claiming our Supersonics players as Thunder players, because that's not true.
I fully agree with that. Power to the Sonics. Bring back the Sonics. And also, we've got plenty of more basketball news. We got some other basketball stuff coming up in the next break. 88 won the Burg, your music central. It is the Backyard Burn here with your two friends, Shane Dog and Noah. And we were talking a little bit about the NBA basketball before, but let's still talk about a little basketball, but let's move it over to the good old country of Australia.
Yeah, so LaMelo Ball's trying to have a Jackie Moon situation here where he owns his own team. He, becomes a hit star, and he's the star player on his own team. So basically, I think it's like the Iboa Hawks. I can't say the name, but they're the Hawks of Australia in the NBL, which is I don't know. It's probably like the National Basketball League or something like that. But anyways, so LaMelo Ball wants to own his team, and I think that's pretty cool. I think that he's going to end up owning that team and then leaving. But that might be a good idea for him to like retire when he's like at the end of his career, because he's a really good basketball player. I mean, he doesn't play much defense, but nobody in the NBA really does anymore compared to like what they used to. There's some players that still play pretty good defense, but I think he'll fit in. He's a shooter that is really quick. So I don't know. I'm excited to see him play pro ball.
I mean, I'm excited to see him play pro ball and then just fail at it, because I really don't see him really having a special career. I mean, both of his brothers have really kind of, never been too impressive.
Oh my goodness.
I really don't think they're that impressive. Yeah, I don't think that they're that good. I'm just going to be straight up honest.
Okay, so I think LiAngelo, or actually not LiAngelo. LiAngelo.
Yeah.
That's the middle one. Okay, I don't think he's I think he's a very good pure shooter, but I think that people haven't used him in the right role yet. That's what I think about him. I think Lonzo is a really good pure passer, and that honestly, with him in New Orleans, a lot of people don't watch him anymore because he's not on the Lakers. He's in a small market team like the Pelicans, and the 1-2 between him and Zion, or like him and Brandon Ingram, he really elevates his players. So I really enjoy him on the Pelicans. I think it's a perfect fit, and he's actually shooting better than he ever has because of that fit. So I'm not going to say he's an exceptional player, but I think he's a very good role player. And do I think that LaMelo Ball is going to be a star? Probably not, but I think he's going to be a really effective three-point shooter in the league. So he'll be a three-point scoring point guard, and I think that'll be helpful for a team. I think there's a place for all of the boys in the league. I just don't think that they're going to be like superstars like their dad thinks they are.
Yeah, my least favorite person in the world is LeVar Ball. He's one person that I've just really just grown to just really just hate listening to. He averaged, I think, he talks about how good he is in his family as a basketball. But when you look at his college statistics, he only scored like, I think, maybe 50 points in his college career.
he played football and basketball, but like the thing is he played over at Wazoo, and I mean, just me. I'm ragging on everyone today. First Oklahoma, now I'm about to rag on Wazoo. But basically, well, they were actually good at sports back in the day. They're just not as good as they are anymore. But they don't like, you would know if a player was good there, is basically the best way for me to put it. Like, they've had really good players in their history, but there's been a lot of like average players there that you would know, like, if they were pretty decent. Like, that's kind of what I think of when I think of Washington State, but they haven't been very good in a while. They're going through another coaching change for their football team, so it's going to be an interesting story over there. But yeah, LeVar Ball did nothing over there. He talks a lot of smack, but I will say that he is a very good marketing person. He's very good at marketing. I will give him that, because he makes a lot of money off of shoes, actually, that aren't very good shoes. Like, they've been quality tested, and they're pretty terrible. And I don't even want to wear them.
Yeah, I've seen them. They look awful. I saw something. I'm actually just looking here. In the 1987-88 season, the one season that LeVar Ball played for the Washington State Cougars, just take a guess at how many points he had. It's less than 50.
I don't know, 25.
26 points. You were close. You're almost right on the money. Yeah, the dude's awful. He's created monsters out of his sons. Not really. I mean, myself. He's oh God. Wait a second. Did he play? Oh, look at that. It looks like he actually apparently he actually had a little bit of a stint in the NFL with the Jets and the Carolina Panthers. And it says, according to his teammates, Ball was, in quotes, garbage. God, I love it. Oh, gosh, I love it. Well, again, the Ball family, we all know them. Some of us hate them. But, I mean, we're going to find out if if LaMelo's going to get drafted by the Knicks, if he's going to be able to keep this team. Might be the first ever Jackie Moon-style player we've ever seen. We don't know, but it's going to be interesting to find out. 881 The Burg, your music central, Backyard Burn, Shane Peterson, Noah Annette. And we always are trying to keep up with the best things that are coming out here in news, TV, and even some of the gaming world. And we have our resident expert here, Mr. Noah. And Noah, you were telling me that we might be getting a little bit more GTA action in our lives coming up here in the next year or two.
Yeah, well, okay, so I'm really 50-50 on this. So Rockstar thinks it's time for a new GTA, and it has been a long time since a new GTA's came out. Like, it's been at least 5+ years. I know GTA 5 came out when I was in high school still. So it was like early high school, because I traded it. No, someone wanted to trade a copy of Madden 25 for GTA 5. That was the trade that wanted to happen. But I didn't want to do that, so I went and I just bought it. Like, I got it, I went and got it for cheaper or something like that. But anyways, I have been seeing there's a big following of people playing GTA 5 recently, playing like this. It's like considered like this gang mode is the best way to describe it, where people dress up in the game and like fight other people that are dressed up in the game. It's like a big deal. There's like the alien gangs or whatever. It's a big deal. Like, if you looked it up, it's all over the place.
It's the green versus the purple, right?
Yeah, but then there's other gangs too now. And there's the Shock gang that wears like paper bags on their head. There's what's another one? There's the Space Monkeys. There's all sorts of ones.
That's beautiful.
And so, anyways, there's just like this really cool like dynamic going on in that game right now. But Rockstar's like, you know what? We're making GTA 6. And they put a little trailer out, and it's super vague because they do that every time with all the trailers. And it basically showed, it had like images of like really good, like clean looking video, but also it put all of the locations of the former games in it that they're all combining into one.
That's righteous. So is it going to be, it's just all going to be one giant connected map?
Pretty much.
That's going to take days to download onto a console.
It's going to take a long time because, I mean, it already took like hours to get GTA 5 downloaded. Like, it took forever to get that game downloaded, but it was worth it. Mm-hmm. Like, it's one of those games where it was like, oh, it's so cool that it finally downloaded. And they've always been building the game up. They've always been like adding things for people to do, like heists and all sorts of stuff. Which that's what I like in a game sometimes, you know, where there's just a lot of replayability. Even if you like, there's the stuff if you're not as a diehard of a person, but there's also the things that you can just jump to it if you want to have a little bit of reminiscence or nostalgia. So that's what I thought was cool about it. But now you got 6 where they're adding everything from 5 along with everything from the other games into one super map, and just like putting like the Vice City map and the San Andreas map together would be a big map. Well, you know what? We're going to put all of Los Santos in there. It's like, oh my goodness, that is huge. And I don't remember where GTA 4 took place, but it was a pretty big map as well.
They did one that was supposed to be in like a Fantasyland Vegas. I think it was Sin City, right?
Maybe. I don't remember. I never played. I've only played the 5th one. That was more around when I played those kind of games. I waited a little while, but anyways, I think who knows? They did a really good job with Red Dead Redemption 2, or Red Dead Redemption 2. In the Red Dead series, they had 3 of them, so I think they progressively got better with each one, and that's kind of the theme. They've always been getting progressively better with each one. But I wonder how the storyline's going to cross now. Are you going to be able to play as like the characters from the former games, or like are you going to be a new character that's like one that has business in all of the places, or maybe are you playing as all the characters from the old games? That's really what I'm wondering about.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what is going to happen with all this, because there's so many random. I mean, I literally just looked this up here on my computer here. Dude, there's like at least 12 different Grand Theft Auto games. You've got Liberty City. You've got Grand Theft Auto 5. You've got Grand Theft Auto, apparently Chinatown. I didn't know that there was a Grand Theft Auto Chinatown.
That's a mobile game. Like,
was it?
It was, or not mobile. It's like handheld. It was on like the PS4, or no, the PS4, the PSP.
The one that I was thinking of was one of the OGs, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, coming out in 2002. That is a huge throwback. That's what I'm wondering about, how they're going to create the graphics for a game that old when they were just that crappy.
They're just going to update it. They're going to make it look clean and new. But, you know, they've been working on this for years. So that's what Rockstar does. They, like, finish a game, and then they immediately just make the new game without telling anyone they're doing it, you know?
Mm-hmm. Rockstar always keeping us on our toes.
Yeah, and I haven't seen a flop from them ever. So, like, maybe it's just me thinking that. I just think that they are really clean, do a really good job with their games.
Well, hopefully we'll be seeing GTA 6 coming out. It's supposed to be maybe somewhere around, they believe maybe waiting at least another couple months, at least 20 months, they say, it looks like here. But hopefully in the next year or so, we're going to be able to get a little bit more Grand Theft Auto action back into our lives. 88 won the Burg, your music central. It's your boy Shane Dog here, and as always, my buddy Noah Annette. We got it holding it down here on, the dial. Now, my brain is absolutely all over the place today. But Noah, one thing that I did talk to you about earlier, something that I witnessed over this weekend that I think a lot of people have participated in, is the big Memorial Day workout challenges. A lot of people, like to wake up on Memorial Day and get their fitness on in the name of this great country and all the people who served it. But there's one person who absolutely blew my mind. And before, you didn't even know when we first had this conversation what a Murph was.
I had no clue. I thought Murph was like a pizza guy, like honestly, listening to a name like that.
Well, it actually derives from the name of a past fallen soldier of the United States Marine Corps. It's Lieutenant Michael P. Murphy. He was a guy that, he served our country, and he was a very well-known soldier. And one thing that he did every day is that he would do a workout that he named after himself called the Murph. And the Murph is where you put on a 40-pound vest, you do a mile run, you do 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 squats, and then you finish it off with a mile run. And it's all for time. You have to time yourself every single time to try to beat your time before. Now, there's one guy by the name of Hunter McIntyre out of Denver, Colorado, who's a professional Spartan athlete who said, I'm going to break the Murph world record. And the Murph world record was set by, it looks like Matt Frazier, who participated in the 2016 CrossFit. Actually, no. Yeah, in the 2015 CrossFit Games with a time of 34 minutes and 38 seconds to run 2 miles, 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 sit-ups. Hunter McIntyre was able to beat it with just under a hair. He was able to set the new world record with 34 minutes and 13 seconds, almost making his goal of a sub-30 Murph, which is absolutely mind-boggling.
You should not be able to do a sub-30 Murph. That is absurd.
I mean, he came so close, so that's the crazy thing, though. It's absolutely ridiculous.
So much exercise. Way exercise. Like, oh my goodness. Like, you've got to just be a freak athlete to be able to do that.
Yeah. Some of the athletes and some of the stuff that these guys do, like some of these Spartan guys, I think that those guys they're interesting characters because they literally, like, they just get, like, they live and get excited for working out. Like, they get excited for physically exhausting themselves, which is something that I guess it's cool. I get it, but I don't understand it. Like, why would you want to just destroy yourself the whole entire time? And working out
I was going to say, I like to call that the meathead mentality,
Yeah.
Where no brains, just work out.
Yeah, it's like they're like, oh, no, I'm healthy. It's like, yeah, dude, but after a certain point, like from you just lifting weights constantly and putting all that pressure on your body, you're going to be an old man and your knees are going to explode. 88 won the Burg, your music central. It has come to the end of the burn and the fire's low. And that's when we call in the dogs. And your first dog is here, Shane Dog Peterson, along with Noah Annette. Noah, another wonderful Tuesday, another start to a last week of recording, and another day that we just get to banter about stuff. What do you have going on this week other than the drastic, grueling bad time with finals?
Okay, so I have that, but I also have something for today. Dun, dun, dun.
I was going to wonder if you were going to hit me with any of these.
Shane was like, was there a surprise for today? This was one that is a very, very well-known surprise around the radio station and whatnot, especially between you and Jeff, and that's about it. It is The Ninja Turtles mask.
Yes. I love the Ninja Turtles mask. That's your contact picture on my phone. Every time you text me or I get a call from you, that's this picture right here. You even got a green shirt on too. You're totally turtle powered up right now.
Yep, I'm a Ninja Turtle right now. It's the orange Michelangelo mask for everyone that wanted to know.
Yeah, Mikey. Now you're not that rude Ralph. You're that Mikey. I dig it.
So, anyways, there's backstory behind this, of course. In high school, me and my friends, we had to dress up for all these dress up days, right? And so there was like superhero day and like squad day and all this stuff. Well, I thought squad day would be funny if we all dressed up as Ninja Turtles. And so we all were the Ninja Turtles for squad day. And,
I'm with it.
So we did that. And then there was like superhero day. I dressed up as like Green Lantern and had a ring pop on my hand. And I got pretty into them for a little bit. So I went like bought all these like cheap shirts too. But it was fun while it lasted. And so I still have this mask around.
Hey, dude, you should keep that mask forever. That's like one of the best masks of all time. None of you could see this, but it absolutely looks hilarious on your face, Noah. I don't know why.
It does not look good.
It looks. The thing is, I would contrary. I think it does look good, but it's just so goofy. I don't know why. Your goofy hats and your goofy masks always are making me laugh. And I know what. One of these days, I need to start. I'm gonna hit you a surprise. One of these days soon. The fact that you've given me the Ninja Turtles influence now. Expect something interesting in these next couple of days. No, I'm going to quiz you on some of these characters that you keep showing up as.
You're going to quiz me on them? I'm going to know nothing.
Well, we'll figure it out. Noah, please keep bringing me more stuff. Keep bringing us more stuff. And guys, you keep bringing your little ears over here to listen to us at our show. And if you guys can't listen, be able to find us at all of our social medias at 881 The Burg on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. You could also find us on YouTube. Find us streaming on Twitch. Noah's always out there streaming it big time with the league. You could always catch him on there. And then also catch us on the app. It's in the App Store. Get it. We need it. You need it. You'd love it. All right? Take my word for it.